Welcome to HouseLuxe Estate, your ultimate guide to mastering the world of personal finance. Here at HouseLuxe, we're all about empowering you with the knowledge and tools you need to make informed decisions about your money. From budgeting tips to investment strategies, we've got you covered. Today, we're diving into a topic that's vital to everyone, regardless of your age or financial status: building a personal finance plan for the year 2025. With the rapid changes in our economic landscape, having a solid financial plan is more crucial than ever. It's not just about saving money, it's about knowing where every penny goes and how to make it work for you. We're going to guide you through the process step by step to help you create a financial plan that's robust, realistic, and tailored to your personal goals. So whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting out, there's something for everyone. Stick around to learn how to create a foolproof financial plan for the future. Before diving into creating a plan, let's understand the basics of personal finance. Personal finance refers to how you manage your money, including income and expenses, and how you plan for the future. It's not just about saving a few dollars here and there, it's about understanding your financial situation and making informed decisions to achieve your financial goals. So why is personal finance important? Well, it's simple. It's about freedom and security. Having a solid grasp on your personal finance gives you the freedom to make choices that can enhance your quality of life. It provides security by preparing you for unexpected life events and ensuring that you're moving in the right direction for a comfortable retirement. Now, let's break down the key elements of personal finance. First, we have income, which is the money that you earn. This can come from your job, your side gig, or even your investments. It's important to have a clear understanding of your total income as it sets the stage for your budgeting and saving strategies. Next, we have expenses. These are the costs that you incur in your daily life, such as rent, groceries, transportation, and entertainment. It's crucial to track your expenses to identify where your money is going and find opportunities to cut back. Thirdly, we have savings. This is the portion of your income that you set aside for future use. Whether it's for an emergency fund, a down payment on a house, or your child's education, savings are integral to any personal finance plan. Lastly, we have investments. This is where you put your money to work for you. Investing can include buying stocks, bonds, real estate, or starting your own business. The goal here is to grow your wealth over time and provide additional income streams. Now that we have a basic understanding of personal finance, let's move to the first step of creating a personal finance plan. The first step in creating a personal finance plan is setting financial goals. Now, why are financial goals so crucial? Well, without a clear destination in mind, any road will get you there. Financial goals act as a compass, directing your money to where it's most needed and desired. So how do you set these goals? You might have heard of the SMART criteria. Your financial goals should be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Let's break this down. Specific means your goals should be well-defined. Wanting to save money isn't enough, specify how much you want to save. Measurable means you should be able to track your progress. Achievable means your goal should be realistic. Relevant means your goals should align with your long-term plans. And finally, time-bound means your goal should have a deadline. With clear financial goals in mind, let's proceed to the next step. The second step in creating a personal finance plan is building a realistic budget. All right, let's dive into it. Creating a budget is like drawing a roadmap for your money. It's an essential tool that gives you a clear picture of where your money is going and how much you have left to save or spend. It's all about making informed decisions and taking control of your financial future. Creating a budget may sound challenging, but it's actually quite straightforward. The first thing you need to do is track your income and expenses. Start by listing all your sources of income. This could be your salary, any freelance work, your side hustle, or even your part-time job. Next, list all your expenses. This includes everything from your rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, and even your daily coffee. Once you have these two lists, subtract your expenses from your income. This will give you an idea of how much money you have left after your necessary expenses. If you're spending more than you're making, it's time to reconsider some of your expenses. Now, there are different types of budgets you can choose from. There's the zero-based budget where every dollar has a job, the 50-30-20 rule where 50% of your income goes to needs, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings. And there's also the envelope system, where you allocate a specific amount of cash for each category of expenses. But how do you keep track of all these numbers? Well, there are plenty of budgeting tools available. Some prefer traditional methods like spreadsheets or pen and paper, while others opt for budgeting apps that allow you to track your income and expenses in real time. Remember, the goal of a budget is not to limit you, but to empower you. It's about understanding your financial situation and making choices that align with your financial goals. Now that we have a budget, let's move on to the next step. The third step in creating a personal finance plan is managing debts and building an emergency fund. Now, let's discuss the importance of these two aspects. Debts, whether they're student loans, credit card debt, or a mortgage, can feel like a heavy weight pulling your finances down. It can be crippling and hinder your ability to save or invest for the future. But it's not a life sentence. With a strategic approach, you can pay down your debts and start to see light at the end of the tunnel. One strategy is the snowball method, where you start by paying off your smallest debt first while making minimum payments on your larger debts. Once the smallest debt is paid off, you roll that payment into the next smallest debt, and so on. This strategy can provide a sense of accomplishment and motivation to keep going. Simultaneously, it's crucial to have an emergency fund. Think of it as your financial safety net. It's money set aside specifically for unforeseen expenses, a sudden job loss, a major car repair, or a medical emergency. Without an emergency fund, these unexpected costs can lead to more debt, continuing the cycle. But how much should you save in your emergency fund? A good rule of thumb is to aim for 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. Start small if need be. Even a few dollars a week can add up over time. Make it automatic. Set up a regular automatic transfer from your checking account to your savings account. Remember, the goal is not to build your emergency fund overnight. It's a gradual process. It's about consistency and making regular contributions, no matter how small. While managing debt and building an emergency fund might seem daunting, it's crucial for financial stability. It's about taking control of your financial future, one step at a time. With debts under control and an emergency fund in place, we're ready for the final step. The final step in creating a personal finance plan is investing for the future. You see, investing is all about making your money work for you. It's about planting seeds today that will grow into a lush forest of wealth tomorrow. Understanding the basics of investing is critical. Let's start with the 3 most common types of investments: stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. Stocks represent ownership in a company. When you buy a stock, you're essentially buying a tiny piece of that business. Bonds, on the other hand, are essentially loans that you give to a company or government in exchange for periodic interest payments. And then we have mutual funds, which are a pool of stocks, bonds, or other assets managed by a professional. These investment options can help you reach your long-term financial goals, whether that's buying a home, retiring comfortably, or leaving a legacy. With a sound investment plan, your personal finance plan is complete. Congratulations! You've just built a personal finance plan for 2025. You've taken a significant step towards financial independence. You've grasped the importance of understanding your personal finance, setting clear financial goals, and creating a sturdy budget. You've learned how to manage debts and to build an emergency fund to safeguard your financial health. And you've even begun thinking about investing for the future. But remember, this process is not a one-and-done deal. It's a journey that requires regular reviews and adjustments as your financial situation and goals evolve. The road to financial freedom may be long, but with your newly minted plan in hand, you've taken that crucial first step. So why wait? Start your personal finance journey today and watch as your financial dreams turn to reality. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to HouseLux Estate for more personal finance guides. Remember, the best time to start your financial journey is now.